Yo, what's up everybody? So in today's video, we're going to be making a video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing about Australian servers. They're currently back. Well, they're not actually in the game right now. Supercell kind of forgot to add them, but they are back. So we're going to be discussing everything you need to know about Australian servers, so let's get to it. Alright, so back in 2020, September, there was a new server added into the game, and that was Australian server. So people in Australia and New Zealand got their own server. Originally, we played in Asia and NA. However, there was a bit of a catch to it. So instead of just being your average server, basically it was really easy. And a lot of people don't know why it was really easy. Basically because there were such little people. So let's just say you go to play threes with your friends and you invite one person and you need a third player. So you're playing Brawl, you need a third player. So you've got one friend, you got you, and then you need a third player. So let's just say nobody is online. So then you invite someone worse, but then that worst person goes offline. So you invite someone even worse and worse and worse because nobody better is online. That's how OzServes works. So because there was such little people playing in Australia and New Zealand, because Australia and New Zealand are quite small compared to other servers, Supercell would just match you up. If you were playing at 1100, Supercell would just match you up with people at 400 because that was the closest that they could get to 1200 because there were not enough players online. So Australian servers are back. Should you be worried that one, world records are going to be broken, two, VPNers are going to get stacked accounts, or three, should you VPN yourself? In today's video, we're going to be answering all those questions, so let's get to it. Alrighty, number one, so it is going to be nowhere near close like it was last time. Last time, it was a locked server. Now, if you're not aware what a locked server is basically where no matter what, as long as you don't VPN and you don't like move to a different country, obviously, then you will stay in that server. You were guaranteed to stay in that server. So if you're playing at 1100, it can take up to an hour, 2 hours to find one match. But if it's not a locked server, then that means Supercell will put you into Asian servers or the closest server until you find a match. So let's just say matchmaking is going to take more than like 5 minutes. Then what Supercell will do is they'll add you into another server for a bit temporarily. So the thing is, once you play a few rounds in Australia, you're not just going to slowly verse worse and worse players. No, you're going to get moved into a different server. Last time it was not like this. Last time matchmaking could take up to 2 hours sometimes. Most for me was like 1.5 hours. But now matchmaking is going to be very short, but we're going to be versing much more difficult lobbies than original Australian servers back in 2020. Now, should you be concerned that people might break world records? The only reason and way and like method that you can actually do to exploit the matchmaking is if you play like 1 or 2 games every single day, because there's this thing called, well, it doesn't have a name to it, at least I don't think it has a name to it, but basically if you verse John or Bob or whoever, then you can't verse that person ever in the next 24 hours. So let's just say I verse 3 people. Those 3 people I can never verse for the next 24 hours, and then matchmaking will reset and then I can verse them. This is basically to prevent like sniping, organized teaming, win trading. So the thing is, once you verse enough players, which enough players is like 3 lobbies above 1200, then you just get chucked into Asian servers. So the only way you can exploit this is if you play like 1 or 2 games every single day, and then you can get the rank 35. But it's a lot of dedication and it's just a bit cheesy. If you're down to do it, I would recommend VPNing here and then doing that and just do like a routine of like 2 games a day. You should be good to getting rank 35 if you want to. So the next question, should you be worried about people getting world records? Well, the simple answer is no. Obviously, I cannot predict exactly what is going to happen because it's extremely unlikely. Now that it's not going to be a locked server, that means that you're going to get put in Asian servers. So if you're good enough to get a world record, you would have gotten it originally because you're going to get Asian servers like straight away. So people are still going to VPN here, and I feel like a lot of people are going to get disappointed, but I feel like if you come prepared, then you're going to be able to exploit the rank 35s. Look, I'm not going to be exploiting rank 35s. I made it loud and clear. I've retired. I'm not pushing rank 35s anymore. However, if you want to do it, I think you should just VPN and then just play a few games a day and then just go back to your normal server and then do that every single day, because remember, a season lasts 28 days. If you do 3 games a day or 2 games a day, then you're getting a lot of trophies, and you're getting enough trophies to get a rank 35. Alright, so let's just say you do 3 games a day, and you're playing in solos, then you'll get 15 trophies every single day. That's times 28. That's 420 trophies. If you consistently do that every single day, you'll get 420 trophies. So honestly, it's not that difficult. You just got to be really patient, try not to play more matches, and really that's it. I personally think that this is going to be a really good change for Australian and New Zealand players, the fact that they're going to be getting their own server. Let's not look at it as just the exploit and just milking as much as possible. Let's look at it as the quality that you get in the game. A big problem was lag, delay, and it's just not a good feeling when you use Mortis and you have 1 second delay and you just can't do anything. Now we're not really going to be experiencing that much, because you've got to remember, if you play at 1200, you can only play like 3 games in Australian servers, and then you'll just get chucked in NA or Asia or whatever. But if you're playing at like 500, I mean, you can probably play like 10, 20 games before you get put in Asia, maybe even more. It just depends at the time of the day. So, you know, those games aren't really going to have much delay. That's going to be so good for people in Australia, because it's just really going to allow you to it's going to feel more fresh, and it's going to feel really nice to just play properly, no delay. So that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. Let me know your opinions. Let me know if you're going to be VPNing. Honestly, I think it's a pretty cool thing. It's not really that intense anymore, because it's not like you're going to be getting like 200 trophy lobbies. So I think it's pretty cool. It's not really going to be affecting me that much, considering I just play casual now. I just play for fun, and I do recording, so I'm not really playing sweaty, so it's not really going to change that much for me. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's video. Have a good one.